Okay, so what if your internet connection wasn't actually tied to the ground? That's exactly what's at stake in this new kind of space race. And today, we're diving deep into the two giants leading the charge, Starlink and Amazon's Leo. Oh, we've all been there, right? That little spinning wheel, the video call that freezes up right when things get important. For a whole lot of people, especially in places that regular internet providers seem to have forgotten, this isn't just annoying. It's a real barrier to getting work done, to learning, to just staying connected.
But what if the answer wasn't about running more cables under our feet, but about looking up over our heads? There's a totally revolutionary approach that's changing the rules, and it's fixing the one single thing that made old-school satellite internet so painful: the delay.
So here's the best way to think about it. The old satellite internet, that was like shouting across a massive canyon and then waiting for the echo to come back. But low Earth orbit, or LEO, it's like talking to someone who's right there in the room with you. By bringing those satellites thousands of miles closer to us, we're not just making things faster, we are fundamentally changing the whole experience. And this slide, it lays it out perfectly. Being so much closer to Earth just crushes that delay, what the tech folks call latency. And low latency, that means your video calls are smooth, online gaming actually works, and everything just feels responsive. It's the difference between just watching a movie and feeling like you're in the movie. That feeling is why LEO Internet is such a game changer.
All right, so let's talk about the one leading the charge, the pioneer that already has a huge network up and running and proved this whole thing was even possible: Starlink.
Starlink, which comes from SpaceX, isn't just an idea, it's a reality for millions of people right now. They get this cool little dish pointed at the sky, and it literally does the rest, finding and locking onto satellites as they fly overhead. It's become a genuine lifeline for anyone living off the grid, from families in rural homes to people working remotely from their RVs.
You know, what's really amazing here is just how diverse the users are. Think about emergency responders after a hurricane or an earthquake. When every other kind of communication is knocked out, Starlink can be the very first thing to get them back online, letting them coordinate rescue efforts and, literally save lives. That's how powerful this is. And look, if you take away one thing about Starlink's position in the market, it's this. It's not a promise, it's not a beta test you have to sign up for. It is a real product you can order right now with a track record that's been proven by millions of people all over the world.
But every champion has a challenger waiting in the wings. And in this story, the challenger is an absolute giant with basically unlimited resources, and it's getting ready to step into the ring: Amazon's Project Cooper. This is their big answer to Starlink.
Now, Amazon's game plan isn't just to sell internet to folks at home. No, their secret weapon, their crown jewel, is Amazon Web Services. By building their satellite network to plug directly into the world's biggest cloud platform, they're creating a whole ecosystem for huge businesses, for governments, really for any organization that runs on the cloud. This right here is Amazon's Trojan horse. Seriously, if you're a big company or a government agency that's already all in on AWS, this isn't just another internet option. It's a seamless, natural extension of the exact same system you already use and trust. And that is a really powerful advantage. But, and this is a pretty big but, for most of us, Amazon's service is still just on the horizon. They're in the middle of this incredibly complex process of launching thousands of satellites. A full public rollout isn't really expected until 2026. So while the promise is absolutely massive, the reality is you're gonna have to wait.
Okay, so we have one that's here today and one that's on its way. Let's put them side by side and see how they really stack up.
This table really just breaks it all down, doesn't it? Starlink is now, Amazon is later. Starlink's performance is proven. Amazon's is, for now, promising. Starlink is a straight-up internet provider. Amazon, on the other hand, is all about that deep integration with the AWS cloud. So you see, the question isn't just which one is better, it's which one was built for me.
Which brings us to the real bottom line. Forget all the tech specs for a second. Which one of these, if any, actually makes sense for your situation? Honestly, for a lot of people, this is a really simple decision. If your internet is driving you crazy today and you just need something that gets the job done, Starlink is your answer, period. It's designed for people who need a solid connection right now, with no waiting around. But on the flip side, if you're playing the long game, then Amazon Leo is definitely the one to keep an eye on. Let's say you're running a business and planning your tech infrastructure for the next 5 years, and everything you do is already built on Amazon's cloud.
well, then waiting for this super integrated solution could be a really smart strategic decision.
So really, it all boils down to something simple. It's about the present versus the future. StarLink is here now, solving today's problems with a solution that's already changing lives. Amazon Leo represents what's next, an incredibly ambitious, deeply integrated platform for the challenges of tomorrow.
This whole battle for the skies is really just getting started, and more competition, that's always great news for us. But it does leave us with a pretty important question for the world we live in now. As more and more of our lives depend on a connection beamed down from space, who exactly do we want holding the keys?